Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Thomas Jefferson said, "If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done." Benjamin Franklin said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." Basically, get off your duff, get to working, you've got dreams, you've got goals, you've got to do what it takes to get them. Like, subscribe, comment, show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. So, the Hampton VA Hospital in Virginia has just had their director, their chief of staff, and their chief of surgery fired after an investigation. It seems that they have been spending their time not doing their job, which is common for VA facilities, and all kinds of complaints and retaliations and just unsafe conditions have been happening. Part of what's been going on came through an investigation that was done by Congresswoman Jen Kiggins of that area and Congressman Mike Bost, who, it's kind of surprising because he's from Illinois, and we're going to get into it. How much this has damaged the care for the veterans in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area. Okay, so, Mike Bost, who is the House Committee on Veterans Affairs Chairman, and Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations Chairwoman Jen Kiggins, released a letter where they sent to the Department of Veterans Affairs. It was directed to Secretary Dennis McDonough regarding credible allegations of employee retaliation, patient safety concerns, and medical incompetence at the Hampton VA Medical Center located in Southeast Virginia. In March, Chairman Bost's oversight team traveled to Hampton, Virginia to meet with medical professionals and whistleblowers who work at the medical center to discuss the scope of issues that have allegedly crippled the delivery of care, including life-saving surgery to veterans and the expansive military community in the Hampton Roads area. In 2022 and 2023, the VA Office of Inspector General released two reports on delays of diagnosis and treatment and overall failures with the level of service at Hampton, and made recommendations for improvements. So, they knew that this was happening at the VA. The Secretary of VA knew this was happening. This wasn't it's a couple of issues. No, this was a systemic issue in which they weren't doing anything about it. And this hurts people. I mean, any veteran who has issues has to go to a VA facility because medical care is promised to them, plus the simple fact of that it's just a bad deal all around. And yet again, here we go, seeing that the VA is more concerned with all other issues but veterans.
The Hampton VA Medical Center is coming under fire on Capitol Hill tonight. In a letter, Virginia's 2nd District Representative Jen Kiggins saying there was substandard care in the Surgical Services Department. The letter contending that there were credible allegations of retaliation being commonplace against VA employees who report patient safety concerns. The letter also saying gross medical incompetence is prevalent and goes unaddressed. Kiggins calling the findings incredibly concerning. In a statement to 13 News Now, the Hampton VA leadership saying patient safety is our #1 priority. Whenever issues are raised, we take them seriously, investigate them urgently, and take swift action.
So, we've got a government agency that is tasked with the health care of those that put their lives at risk for us. These men and women end up walking through chemical hazes, and I'm not talking about medicine. I'm talking about things like Agent Orange, what happened, the oil fields, what happened there in Iraq from the oil fields. And they constantly fight veterans on giving them adequate treatment. Thankfully, some of the people that do this get caught on occasion, like this at the Hampton Virginia VA facility. And retribution to whistleblowers, which is illegal on so many levels, is not surprising at all. But, you know, it's gotten to the point where we just don't do anything good for veterans with the VA. Okay, on occasion, I do hear stories from folks, but I knew folks that were on those waiting lists in Arizona. I knew somebody who came back from a VA facility and was covered in bed bugs from the hospital. This is what veterans go through when they go to the VA facility. Not to mention, how long did it take before things like PTSD, TBIs, and other brain injuries were even allowed to be used as valid medical issues? How long before the Gulf War syndrome was treated by the VA instead of being denied? I don't even know. Seriously. And it strikes me even more because as a redneck, it's a lot of us rednecks that go into the military. When you talk about the Battle of Athens, it's World War II veterans that went back home to a redneck county, just one county over from my home county in Tennessee. And those guys not only had to fight dealing with corrupt cops and a corrupt government there in their area, they had to then also, over the years, deal with the VA that was just pathetic. Look at so many of these news articles that just cover how bad the VA is. It is so bad at VA facilities, and has been so bad at VA facilities for so long, they made a movie about it way back in the day. Seriously, they did. It's called Article 99. Has Ray Liotta and Kiefer Sutherland. This is the situation. I mean, we talk about thanking veterans for their service. Okay, how about instead of just thanking people for their service, you actually do what's required to make sure that they get treated for what they have to deal with. You don't have to like it. You just have to do it in this case. These people willingly, they signed a check up to and including their life for your freedom. Now, some of them had other reasons or whatnot, but the vast majority of people in the military that I've ever dealt with don't do it to become famous. Don't do it for too much. They do it so that they can make a difference. And the VA continuously shows that they would rather treat veterans like pieces of garbage. And by the way, this is government health care for you. All these people pushing for government health care, the VA is what you get with government health care. I'm just, I don't know what to say beyond that. There's no words of wisdom. There's been too many words said in recrimination against these facilities. But hey, it keeps being allowed. It keeps happening. By the way, Forrest Whitaker in Article 99 had an outstanding role. He always does. I don't know what to say past this point. Seriously, I don't. This is utter garbage. But you know what? This is what people that vote seem to want. I don't want it. I would hope that if you're listening to me, you don't want it. But this has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day. I'm done on this video.